Hey, this is Brother Jacob from One Nation, One Power. All praise and glory to the Most High Ahaya and His Son Yeshaya. I know it's been a while since I've been on done a live or anything like that, but you know, just thought I'd go ahead come on live real quick and just share a song with you guys. I thought this would be a good time, since right now it's called the harvest, especially for those that plant or that farm. I just want to show you some, man. I was able to plant this year. I planted some corn. I planted last year, but I also planted this year. But I just want to show you some because I know Yeshaya always compared, the kingdom of heaven as being a field, as some seeds being planted, and how sometimes the devil will come in and plant his tares among good seed. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch my my phone around, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about because I planted all this at the same time, but you will see the different growth in this field. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around real quick. All right, see that right there? So I got corn right there, and I planted this. All you can say I planted it one day, and the other one the next day. So if you look right here, that was the first row I planted right there, and as you can see, you know, there's different growth, right? There's different growth, and then the next day I planted this row right here. Okay, let's check it out. Right here, this row, and as you can see, man, right through here, these corn didn't grow as tall as you'll see these ones right here, but they're only a day apart. And as you see, this is the same row too that I planted, and you see like these right here, they're taller than these other that you see down there. And like I said, I planted these like about 2 days apart. And of course, I got this row right here, which actually grew taller, right? So when you read in the scriptures about Christ talking about the kingdom of God being just like a field planted, on good soil, you can like I say, you can bring some understanding to that, especially when you plant. Because even though you plant the same seed over and over again, you will notice that a different growth pattern in your field. Now, even though we're in ministry, we're in the church, you're preaching to everybody all at once, dropping down those seeds. Some people will grow faster than the others, right? Even though they're planting in the same field, it's the same thing in ministry. We got people that learn on different levels. We got people that will grow and bear fruit quick, and that's the thing, man. When you plant, the plants that grow quick and bear fruits, before it's time to harvest, a lot of the times, you have animals come and pick those fruits, right? And the ones that produce fruit later on through the season, those are actually like the fruits that you'll be able to bring into your storehouse or to your home and be able to consume. Then you got the other fruits, right? Like for the corn, the later, like right now, anything that grows right now from any of these plants, I'm gonna save them for seeds next year. You know what I'm saying? So when you plant, it's the same thing that we go into the ministry. You got some that come into the truth first, right? And then sometimes you see them fall off. See the cares of the world come and take them out, and they fall off. But yet, they're still planting in that same row. You got seeds that come up and they'll be able to produce seeds or fruit for those that are coming still, like even like right now, that are able to eat off that fruit. Then you got seeds that you can save on for later, for the next generation. Now we see that in ministry, man. We got those that came in first, those that came in the middle, and those that came in at last. Now we got the youth growing up, which are seeds that are going to be bearing fruit for those to come. And we know that the world ain't ended yet, so we still gotta maintain our fields. We still gotta maintain our ministry. Now, I know it's been a while since I've been on, but I haven't lost faith. I haven't lost hope for those that are out there that don't know me personally or don't see me every day or every Shabbat, but I'm still here. You know, I'm still here. Now this is my yard. I'm just talking and moving around, but this is I barely planted this. I mean, I wanted to plant it more, but I was working and didn't have time to. Man, I just had a couple of days set aside to where I could plant, and I did a different method this year. I plant these seeds close together, which I usually don't do. I usually take like a traditional method where we take two steps and plant, and take one step to the side and plant. You know, but this time I just planted it all together, and I see the difference in the growth of how it is. And it's the same thing with ministry, man. You gotta be able to talk to your brothers and sisters out there. Some brothers, some sisters gonna need extra attention. Some are gonna be able to you know have different experience to be able to reach others. And it's a good thing, man. So I'm gonna say shalom to all you brothers and sisters out there that are in the truth. Shalom to honoring the Most High, Teresa, humble David. This is Job. You know, yeah. So all my brothers out there, man, I haven't lost faith, and I know there's some people out there that still wondering if I'm gonna come on and give a live, but I'm working, but I got no excuse. But here I am, man. I just thought I'd just throw a live on real quick before I go. But I'm gonna touch up on this. I'm gonna read out the scriptures more later. But I just thought that right now I had an opportunity to do this before I have to go do some work. But yeah, man, the kingdom of heaven is just like this field right here, man. You can plant and let it bear fruit and be able to eat off that fruit and make sure it sustains you. And I just want to say much love to all you out there. I know it's been a while. Like I said it before, man, it's been a while. I know. But yeah. So no matter where you at in ministry or where you at in the truth, I'll flip this around real quick. All right. No matter where you at in your truth or in your walk, don't give up, right? Don't give up because, you sooner or later you're gonna bear fruits, man. And then you're gonna meet a brother or a sister or a family or a cousin, nephew, uncle, grandma, grandpa that's gonna be able to enjoy those fruits that you have by you walking in this truth, by you walking in the light, you know. And that's what I mean. You could say I had an experience not too long ago. I met somebody and I was able to minister unto them, and they came to the ministry, met some brothers and sisters that they grew up in the same area, they had the same experience, and it was a blessing unto them. And that just reminded me of how important it is to to be able to be able to even to minister. I know it's blowing right now. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but yeah, just be a blessing to each other's, man. Be a blessing for your brothers out there. Be a blessing to your sisters out there, because we need each other's. Especially at this moment, this time. At this time, we need each other's because the devil's trying hard to bring us in back into the world, into the place of darkness. But here we are, being ministers of light, right? Walking in righteousness, being in that truth, because there ain't no time to be backsliding now, because once you go back out, and we know that Ayil has said this many times, if you think you got one more chance to go back out there and backslide, that might be your last chance. That might be your last time, because if you slip and fall, you never know. That might be your last time that you ever get a chance, you know. And right now, I know that the Most High has given me a chance, and many of those that know me personally that are out here know about that. I was on deathbed, so the Most High did give me a chance. And I know now from the prophets and the ministers around me, they know that too. They know that it was my last chance, and they know too right now, because they're walking this walk and going through going through this walk, this narrow path with fear and trembling. And that's how you should always keep it, man. But with that, man, I just want to show my love to all you guys out there. I'm still here. I'm still in the truth, and most high willing, I'll be doing some more videos. And I like to show like right now, I just showed you the cornfield that I had. And I like to show things like this because this makes uh how can I say it? It was how I was brought up. You know, I was brought up like this in our tradition, and this is how our grandfather told us, our father told us, you know, and how our uncles taught us. You know, because to keep a field, man, you got to get up every day. You got to go out there and water your plants, right? You got to pull the weeds around it. You know, you got to make sure it's growing right, especially when it blows hard. You know, sometimes the roots don't go deep into the ground, so when it blows hard, like right now, you know, it'll blow your plants over. If you're not there every day to tend to your field, you know, you're not gonna have a harvest. So it's the same thing with ministry. That's why you see Big Ock, you know, going at it strong all the time, every day. You know, even like with Kadash, you know, bringing out his lessons every day. You know, he's tending the field, man. You know, all these brothers are tending the field. You know, they're putting their plow to the field and making sure that you know, the most high seeds are being put into good ground, good soil, so that, you know, sooner or later, you know, they'll bear fruits and be able to minister unto others. So with that, man, I just want to say shalom. That's right, man. We don't ever want to look back, man. The growing fit. But yeah, right here, brother says right here, you know, plant a seed, it will grow physically and spiritually. That's right. You know, planning is a spiritual thing, man. You know, that's how we always consider it in our tradition. When you plant a field, it's a spiritual thing, because now you're actually, you know, being a part of the elements, right? Being part of the world that the Most High created. You're being a part of that. You know, you're taking a small part of you being physical, carnal, and taking it into a spiritual realm. Because when you hear about the Most High or the Creator planting, you know, seeds, you know, bringing forth fruit, bringing forth, you know, plants in their seasons, you know, even calling the animals, calling the dividing the water from the heavens and the earth, you know, separating the light from day and night. You know, all these things are spiritual things. So right now, when you plant, it's a spiritual thing. Even even people that go to war, or that participate in war, you know, that, you know, participate in combat where they have to kill someone, you know, that's a spiritual thing, man. Because you're taking a soul of a person and you're moving them into the next dimension. That's why you got to be spiritually ready, you know. That's why even in our culture, man, you're not supposed to go out there and just murder anybody, you know, because it's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual effect that happens. You're taking a human being, and you're taking that spirit and you're taking them into a spiritual world, right? You're that escort in a way, you know. That's what was always told to us. So that's why we can't murder, you know. And believe it or not, man, I mean, people that come back from serving their country or going to war, they come back and they don't come back right. And it's the same thing with planting, man. When you plant, you're not just thinking about yourself, you know. You're thinking about your family. You're thinking about your aunts, your uncles, your nephews, your nieces, your cousins. You know, you're thinking about a whole family that, you know, you're gonna be able to feed. You know, and you come out every day, you know, tend to your field. You know, whether you're bringing water in buckets, you know, because out there in Hopi, we do what they call a dry irrigation. You know, we don't have irrigations out there. You know, we don't have like rivers or lakes where we can um you know, channel our water to irrigate or to water our fields. So what is called dry irrigation is where we had to actually pray, you know, pray to the Father that He will send the rain, you know. And if there's a drought, you know, you will have the whole family, you know, going with buckets, you know, carrying buckets, you know. In the old days, man, they'll be carrying them miles, bro. They'll be carrying them miles just to water their plants, because with Hopi, man, their whole culture, their whole ceremonies evolved around having corn. You know, the blue corn, the white corn, the yellow corn, the sweet corn, the red corn. Every one of those had a purpose and a meaning in that culture. You know, in that life. So, like I said, man, it's a spiritual thing to be a part of the Most High's creation. And like I said before, you know, it's good. I mean, when you come out the city, bro, when you come out the city and go into these into the wilderness, you know, and just sit and then just look at the movement, just look at the trees, you know, the earth, the rocks, the animals. At that moment, man, you get to truly experience, you truly get to experience the being at that time of being God's creation, you know, because you don't get to experience that when you're in a place of development, man, where you have houses being built, roads being laid, all these different things, all these development, and you can't feel that experience, only when you come out to God's creation where you actually feel connected, that you are a part of something greater, you know, and marvelous than just being, a person inside a home or inside a company or inside a church. You become part of creation, and that's one thing that we always hold close to heart, in our tradition or in our ceremonies, and that's one thing I see in the scriptures, when it talks about Adam and Eve and how Adam was supposed to be the caretakers of the garden, and that's what I always fall back to, man. Like, I gotta have respect and reverence for everything, every creature, man. That's why even when I butcher, man, I gotta do it in reverence, I gotta at least thank the Most High, and it just feels bad when I see other people that don't do it with that kind of reverence because they were never taught, but that's not their fault. It's that they weren't taught, and today when you see animals being slaughtered, just for consumer, and then you see all that stuff go into the trash, it does take some effect because you're taking that life of an animal that's supposed to sustain you and give you strength. This is God's creature, man. So you got to show some reverence. That's why even when they had the temple in the wilderness, when they were slaying all these animals, there was reverence to it. They got to make sure they weren't suffering. It got to be the best. So, I mean, with that, man, I'm just gonna say shalom and all praise and glory to the Most High. I just pray that you were able to hear me, man, because I'm just trying out this little mic right here to see if it does work. So whenever I get a chance to do a quick video when I'm out there working, I can do it. But but with that, man, I just want to say shalom, much love to all you guys out there, and keep keep with the faith, man. Keeping that faith, keep staying in shalom. Keep continuing that giving that grace out to your brothers, your sisters. Keep showing that love. Keep staying on compassion, because with compassion, that's how we reach out to others, man. That's how we reach reach for people that need it, that need that grace. Is with the compassion that the Most High has given us. So with that, like I said, I'm gonna say shalom, and may you continue. May all you guys continue to be blessed, man. This is Brother Jacob from One Nation, One Power. All praise and glory to the Most High Ahaya, waking up the 12 tribes from the East Coast to the West Coast to the North and South, and all islands in between. I'm saying shalom and much love. Shalom.